Former Donald Trump advisor Roger Stone said there was possibly another case of the FBI meddling in the Trump campaign in 2016. In May of that year, Stone says he was approached by a man who went by the name Henry Greenberg. Greenberg wanted to sell the Trump campaign damaging information about Hillary Clinton, he said, claimed from the Russians. Stone says he said to the man, and contemporary texts back this up, Trump never pays for anything, and that was it. Greenberg was apparently an FBI informant for some number of years. Stone now says he believes the entire scheme was an effort by the FBI to set up the Trump campaign. What is the truth here? Andrew McCarthy is a former assistant U.S. attorney for the Southern District of New York and a contributing editor at National Review and a very close observer of this story. He joins us tonight. Andy, thanks a lot for coming on. What do you make of this story?
Tucker, I think it's yet another one of these stories where, you know, there's a Russian involved, so there must be collusion or it must fit into the narrative somehow, but it really doesn't, you know, there's no linear connection anymore, to me at least, to all these stories and what the original allegation was, which was that there was a conspiracy between the Trump campaign and the Kremlin, not just assorted Russians,
right,
the Russian government, to commit espionage to overturn the election or to change the result of the election. And I think, you know, if there was anything to this particular story, I mean, we'll have to wait to see all the facts come out. But, you know, why aren't people in handcuffs already? You know, why haven't we've had, how many people has he charged? And there's no one been charged with any kind of a collusion offense.
Well, no, that's absolutely right. What's so odd about this, though, I mean, what would be the odds of a guy who apparently really had worked for the FBI before? He cited the FBI and listed the cell phone number of an FBI agent in a number of his immigration applications. So apparently he was on their payroll in some capacity. Coming to the Trump campaign, offering secrets from the Russian government, unlikely the Russian government was employing a guy who worked for the FBI. Come on now. And that Mueller would know about this and would seek out the texts that proved that it happened. I mean, what are the odds that that's not an FBI operation?
Yeah, well, this guy apparently worked for the FBI for 17 years, according to the reporting that we've heard, and had supposedly, according to his version of it, just ended that relationship in 2013. But in my experience, for what it's worth, there are like officially signed up informants, and then there are informants who, you know, skulk around, listen to stuff, and report back, and suddenly they're informants again, you know? So I think there's an awful lot we have to find out about this, but when I was a prosecutor, I learned not to believe in coincidences, for what it's worth.
Well, I stopped believing those long ago. This guy seemed like a skulker, also, for whatever it's worth. Andy McCarthy, thank you. Sure. A trustworthy man on this topic. Good to see you.
Thanks.